here.
Oh, all right.
Ferland Mendy started the game for Real Madrid. He hadn't played a competitive game in over a month, and he wasn't on the pitch for long until Frank Garcia would have to replace him. 21st minute here. This is Barcelona with a Koundé header, a warning shot.
Yeah, ball whipped in from Rafinha. Koundé with a clear header, and you expect that big guy to save that one.
Into the 28th minute we go. Pedri would find Lamine Yamal with the long ball. Yamal's going to cut it back. And find Pedri. And what a goal it was.
And it all starts with a turnover from Jude Bellingham, who's trying to play Vinicius in behind. Pedri gets a hold of the ball. Jude Bellingham has his hands on his head. He's walking around, and Pedri, who was 10 yards behind Jude Bellingham, now makes a sprint to the top of the 18-yard box. Everybody's tracking back except Jude Bellingham. And wouldn't you know it, that of course it had to be Pedri who puts a perfect touch on it. Beautiful finish. 1-0.
So Barcelona ahead at this point. 43rd minute. It is a corner for Barcelona. It goes all the way through, but look at that at the back post. Dani Ceballos pulling. Cubarsí. Real Madrid get away with this.
Yeah, and we have VAR. I mean, this is unacceptable. There's no question. This is 100% a penalty kick, and how VAR doesn't get involved is beyond me.
Some tensions at the end of the first half. A little spat between Lamine Yamal and Dani Ceballos.
Hand to the face of Lamine Yamal. Nobody gets involved. Nobody says anything. You know who gets involved? Kylian Mbappe, coming off the bench at the start of the second half.
Wasn't fit enough to start the game, but changed so much for Real Madrid in the second half, replacing Rodrigo. 49th minute, though. It's going to be Vinny here who gets 2 bites at the cherry.
Yeah, he's played through it. I think there's not quite enough on the first pass that he can separate himself. There's a good couple of saves from Chesney.
56th minute. Once again, you see Real Madrid going in search of that equaliser, and Vinny once again getting denied.
Once Kylian Mbappe gets running, then Barcelona are struggling to make up the ground. Vinny Jr. trying to find a space for the finish to the far post, unable to do so.
Now, this free kick had been given after a foul by Frenkie de Jong outside the box, and it was scored by Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, horrendous goalkeeping from Chesney. I mean, that's just unacceptable from that range. Letting Mbappe pick his spot and you lose it in the bottom corner. Horrible goalkeeping.
Another change in the second half was Arda Güler coming on. This is his corner, and it's Tchouaméni who puts Real Madrid ahead and turns the game on its head.
Talk about how a game can go in different ways for you. Tchouaméni beats Jules Koundé to this ball. Jules Koundé loses Tchouaméni. Now it's 2-1. Real Madrid seem like they go about to win it, but maybe there's a different ending for Jules Koundé.
Yes, Lamine Yamal here curling in. Courtois with a save to deny him.
Yeah, I think Courtois had this covered all the way. A good bit of skill from Yamal. Courtois, on this occasion, did the right thing.
We take it to the 84th minute here, though. And Ferran would round the keeper and make it 2-2.
It is a really good ball from Lamine Yamal and a good run from Ferran Torres, but Thibaut Courtois helps out quite a bit. There's no need for him to come out. Antonio Rudiger was on Ferran Torres and was going to force Ferran Torres to go towards the outside. Once Thibaut Courtois comes out, now you make up the mind of Ferran Torres and allow him to get around the goalkeeper, finish to an open goal. 2-2.
Vinny would be asked to be replaced after a challenge from Koundé. Brahim Diaz would be the man who comes on for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at Rudiger, he absolutely was stuck together by the end of the game. That's a guy who doesn't want it to come off. I'm a little surprised Vinny wanted to come off, to be honest.
So it goes to the later stages and the late dramatics as well. This is Rudiger on Ferran Torres.
There's no doubt in my mind that he takes out his left leg, his plant leg. That should be a penalty. Now Ferran Torres is off balance, taken down inside the 18-yard box, not given.
96th minute here, and this looked as though this was going to be the game decider. Raul Asensio taking out Rafinha, or did he?
Well, I think they actually got this one right. Of the 3 penalty shouts, 2 were absolute stone walls for me, but this one, they got 100%. There's absolutely no contact from Asensio. Rafinha dives down.
It would result in Rafinha being booked for diving then. So into extra time we go. And this, the winner from Jules Koundé of all men.
It's a combo package of mistakes from Real Madrid. Luka Modric should not be playing this square ball without enough pace behind it. And Brahim Diaz should be coming towards the ball. You know who takes advantage of that mistake? Is Jules Koundé, who reads it all the way, steps into the passing lane, and he's thinking one thing and one thing only. I'm going to put this on target, trying to test Thibaut Courtois. Hits it with enough power and accuracy. 3-2 Barcelona.
Yes. Tempers flaring at the end of the game as well. See Antonio Rudiger having to be held back by the staff.
All right.
Something's thrown onto the pitch here.
I mean, Mbappe catches Eric Garcia in the face or in the nose. But Rudiger just, the mist has absolutely descended.
He's going to throw the ice back. Yeah, the ice back is the problem.
To control him. I mean, he has lost the plot. Right?
I got to tell you, that's a good arm. Hey, that would have gotten you drafted this weekend, maybe ahead of Shadur Sanders.
Yes, no.
That's a football
Yeah,
player.
I do. I know.
I do know who Sanders is, yes.
All right, okay. All right.
Yes, Real Madrid losing out, but Barcelona winning the Copa Del Rey Final. They are on course for a treble. And it is Carlo Ancelotti having to walk through Barca's players there, but it is Barca lifting the trophy.